Hello again, it's October already, 2021 here in Alaska. I've been working on a little bit of a problem with noise. I bought this Jamco DDU120150. It's a 12 volt, 1.5 amp, unregulated, and I do mean unregulated, power supply. I wanted just a simple power supply to run on one of my preamplifiers, but I noticed it was really noisy, and I figured out, I bet they didn't put any diodes across the bridge rectifier. And guess what? Here is the this is where you let's talk about this. So this comes in, it's a typical Wallwart. You know, you plug it in to the wall like that, in America anyway, and it's normally electro welded or welded here, so it's really difficult to get into. So I used my Dremel and a cutting wheel, and was very careful to cut round the edge here. Not perfect, but good enough we can re-glue it together, of course at your own risk. And inside we have a transformer, and simple, nothing on the AC side. There may be a fuse, but I've not seen one yet. No. Maybe something in the windings I can't see. So it comes in at 110, out at probably about 14 volts or so, maybe a bit less, into a full wave bridge rectifier, 4 diodes, and then just simple smoothing capacitor. Now the little cheapskates didn't include capacitors across the diodes, which means that when these diodes switch, as they do, they actually produce very large or swift transients, like square wave sort of thing, and that can actually propagate up the DC or the AC side, you come across the transformer, and cause all sorts of interference and noise. And I had S9 plus 20 on 475 kilohertz in Maui, and I was trying to figure out why. And you can see that there is actually positions for diodes, and I'm going to put some 10 nanofarad capacitors in these holes, which are there for the taking. He even got them, but shows how cheap the construction is. They even left them out. So that's the reason why we got noise, is they left the capacitors out across each of the 4 bridge rectifier diodes. 4 diodes and then a smoothing capacitor. Capacitor looks all right, 2200, 12 volt, 25 volt. And so this gives about 15 volts off load. Any meaningful load brings it down to 12. So Jamco, I'm going to write you a note. We have a problem that if you're using this for radio reception, powering anything that plugs into this plug here. Oh, I should take the plug off. Look, it could create lots of RF noise on your receivers. And I'm going to shove in the 4 capacitors, and hopefully that will be it. I may shove a capacitor across the straight across the windings as well. We'll see. So there you go. 7.3 KL7L.